Hello, Shawnee Stars. Mrs. Simon here. Hope you're doing well. Want to check in with you for a positivity project for this upcoming week. Hopefully you've had a great time spreading kindness this last week and showing gratitude for all the good things in our lives over the past couple of weeks. So our next theme that we're going to be talking about goes with the big idea of other people matter that we've talked about before. But specifically this week, we're going to talk about knowing that our words and our actions affect other people. So the things that we do or the things that we say can have an effect on others. And so we're going to read a story this week that kind of shows what, if your words aren't the nicest, what that can do to somebody and how that can make them feel. So this story is called Giraffes Can't Dance. This is by Giles Andrea. And we're going to see what happens in this story and how somebody else's words or actions affected Giraffe. So, Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully banded and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing tall and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold the jungle dance, where every single animal turns up to skip and prance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing and the rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced a tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did a cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons then teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked towards the floor, but the lions saw him coming and they soon began to roar. Hey, look at clumsy Gerald, the animals all laughed. Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, don't be daft. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off from the dance floor and he started walking home, but never felt so sad before, so sad and so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up at the sky. The moon can be so beautiful, he whispered with a sigh. Excuse me, coughed a cricket who'd seen Gerald earlier on, but sometimes when you're different, you just need a different song. Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is those branches in the breeze. So imagine that lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He threw his arms out sideways and flung them, and he swung them everywhere. Then he did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. I'm dancing. Yes, I'm dancing. I'm dancing, Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! It must be a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen. How is it that you can dance like that? Please, Gerald, tell us how. But Gerald simply twirled round and finished with a bow. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. We all can dance, he said. We must find music that we love. So in that story, boys and girls, we saw the animals not being so nice to Gerald, and they weren't kind to him, and their words, the things that they told him that he wasn't a good dancer and he couldn't dance, that really affected him. And then he left and felt so sad. He said he'd never felt that sad before. So just remember that our words, the things that we say or how we treat someone can really affect them. And so we want to make sure that we're always choosing kind words and doing things that include others, so that we're showing kindness and showing others that they matter to us by being kind and doing things that make them feel good about themselves. Think about the cricket in the story where he encouraged Gerald. He had saw what had happened to him. He felt bad, and so he encouraged him. And then look what happened. Gerald believed in himself because of somebody else's words that encouraged him. And then he was the greatest dancer that they'd ever seen. So sometimes we just need a little bit of encouragement and somebody to help us and encourage us and be kind to us along the way, and it can make all the difference. So be one of those people that uses kind words and makes a difference to somebody, showing them that they matter by how we treat them and the things that we say to them. All right? So you guys have a great week, and we will see you soon. Bye.